I hope that you've been doing good. I honestly feel like I should not keep saying I hope all the time, but I don't know how else to start something. Maybe I should start with hello, how you doing? But I don't want this thought to leave my mind, so here's another off topic because I don't know if I'll ever like turn into a larger episode, but maybe in the future if I remember that I have this in here. But here's a thought. Men, I know a lot of people have already talked about this or covered this somewhere, in the internet, that men hunt. You're being like as a woman, you're being hunted. Like a man will go play games, ruin somebody's life, break someone's heart, use someone for their body, or even use someone's body with their permission, without their permission. Men will be like very well educated enough to know how to play the game, and they hunt for women who haven't learned the game at all. Talking about I need a virgin, talking about you gotta have a low body count. No, if you have a low body count, you don't have enough education to know how the game gets played everywhere. You know what I mean? Because you don't have the experience, you are literally like you're vulnerable. Anyone who has learned the game way better can literally get you. Meaning like you would assume a person is a good guy and he's very genuine. No. He looked for you and now you're being hunted. And I'm not talking about you're gonna get like killed or something. No. You're vulnerable because you don't know enough information about how the game gets played outside. You might have an idea of it, but having an idea is not the same as an experience. He's about to put you through an experience. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because he could play you. I mean, he might like you or whatever, maybe fall in love for like a little while because, he's like, I'm so glad I have the opportunity to find somebody who doesn't know that game that much, meaning she isn't played or she's not going to play me. So you'll be in a happy relationship for 2 years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. He's going to get bored in those 2, 5, or 10 years. You're never going to know when he goes back and plays the game again. That's how men are. He's going to trap you because he has you all to himself. Then he's going to go back outside to see if he could still play the game. That's how y'all end up with heartbreaks, with children. Because you were the best thing that ever happened to him. And because he destroyed you, after y'all done being together and he destroyed you, guess what? Now you're in the game. This person already knows how the game goes. So he's going to go back in the game to either play with people who are really good at it. He's going to go play with women who are really good at the game. So they have nothing, like they never have anything serious. Then he's going to go back and look for somebody who's not good at the game so that they have more advantage over them. And you're going to go back in the game as a woman after you done got played, used and abused. You're going to go out there and you're going to think that like I'm heartbroken, maybe God is going to send me a very nice, genuine guy. And you might find you a very sweet guy who hasn't gotten played yet. Meaning like they're like basically they're fresh. They're not looking to play games. So now you became it's not funny. You became the hunter. I mean, you don't know that, of course. Hypothetically, you become the hunter. Once after a breakup and you've been a goody two shoes, you now become a fresh hunter. You go outside. You try to meet a good guy. You might meet a player, but you're gonna know that's a player, so you're not gonna want to date them. You're just going to see through the bullshit, and then eventually you're gonna look around. Eventually, you're going to find a guy who's a little fresh, right? So you got this man, whether he's like in his 20s or 30s, but you're gonna find a man because each age group has a guy that hasn't gotten, played with. So you find this man that you are into, right? He's fresh, like I already said. And then you have a good time with him. You're like, oh, I'm so happy. I found me a nice, genuine guy. He's not going to do anything wrong to me. You start talking about him with your girlfriends, your parents, your acquaintances. You start talking about him at your job. You start talking about how happy you are. And then all of a sudden, there is a female hunter who is bigger, better than you, who knows the game better than you, who knows how to get someone's attention better than you do. These people, they know exactly how men are. They already been in a relationship where men cheat. So everything they learned from their guy who did them wrong in a relationship, they're going to use that information to get your man. And your man is fresh off the boat. Now, a woman with that type of power is definitely going to change her man. She's going to first tempt him, and that's just and a very genuine man, the way to get him is just to be nice. You just start off with, hey, hello, how you doing? You know what I mean? And it goes from, hey, how you doing? Hey, do you want to go do something? And the smart woman who's trying to play your man knows, most of the time they know he has a girl. Sometimes it's very obvious. So she's going to do what she needs to do to get his attention. And trust me, since she knows the game better than you, she will get your man. I'm not saying she'll snatch him, but she will literally taste your man. It's really not that hard. So this girl is going to manage to take your man. Now your innocent little noodle gets taken away, and you have no idea, because now he starts changing his behavior because your good noodle found a noodle that has too many flavors, and now he's getting all spiced up, and you about to lose him. Eventually, you do lose him emotionally, maybe even physically. But the pain you're going to feel from losing him is going to turn you into one of those ladies who are really like good at the game. Now you know how the game goes and what everybody's doing, but that came at a cost. That came at a heartbreak, a spiritual awakening, all the good stuff that make you feel like you would rather off yourself than live this life. And then now your good noodle himself, now y'all cussing each other out, y'all probably talking shit about each other online. And now he's like, he's going to realize later that he did something wrong. He's going to realize later that, going with Sodom Prime wasn't actually the best thing that he could have ever done for himself. So now everybody is outside just playing games. That's it. Like, all men do is hunt for the innocent women, turn them into psychopaths. And then those women, after they are done being turned into a psychopath, they go back into the field. They find men who are innocent and turn them into psychopaths. And now the whole world is actually full of psychopaths. Like, we really messed each other up. I feel like when I talk in circles. Because if I don't repeat what I'm talking about, I will forget what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you are an innocent person, just the least you could do is be prepared to be turned into somebody you're not. You're about to be broken in every which way. And it's worse when you have kids, because you have to deal with the person that broke you. And that's why the law is involved. The law, like, the world knows how bad it gets, to the point where even people start offing each other or their children. And I don't wish that on nobody, but the game gets so aggressive to the point where the law has to get involved, and you'll have to trade kids in a parking lot. You'll have to have scheduled visiting dates. Y'all have to go to the courtroom and see each other there to make sure that none of y'all two is doing each other wrong. That's how bad it gets. Imagine that. I'm lucky enough not to have kids, and I really wanted to, and I still do, but now I know how to play the game right. But yeah, my point was, ladies, you're getting hunted. And men who haven't been dating that much, you're gonna get hunted by a woman who will appear innocent, but she knows the game so good. She knows the only way to get you is to act like she is innocent, because that's what men look for. The woman who seems like she knows nothing. Talking about, I want a woman that's what's the saying? Something about a queen in the streets and a freak in the sheets. I think that's what the saying goes. I'm not even sure. Like, to me, it's like, boy, get out of here. If she's a freak in the sheets, she learned that somewhere. I watched porn before. I did not learn to be a freak from porn. Thanks. I learned that from a guy who was a player. Exactly. Exactly. hmm So, none of y'all is all that. That is all. That was my thoughts for today. Deuces.